Hello and welcome all to season 2 of the Spooky Horror Show. I am your host Sean. I'm here with Anthony, and this week we're going to be talking about the 2016 found footage horror film #Screamers. But before we get into that, Anthony, what else have you done this week since we're filming this back to back?
We found out more news about that. Our bank actually that we're buying it from wants them to up the actual close date. So yay, I might get out quicker into our own home. What else? Little dude gets to stay with his classmates longer. I mean, that's really it. I mean, I was sick for like 10 fucking days.
Oh, dude, you were sick for so fucking long.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, and it sucked balls. But I got to actually enjoy and I got to replay Last of Us, the remastered edition. It was a game I kind of neglected, and then this whole show thing brought me back to it. And me and Moon's been sitting here playing it at different points of the game through Discord. So that's what I've done. Fucking game is amazing.
No, The Last of Us is a fucking phenomenal game.
Phenomenal
Love that game.
Series.
Last of Us 2, what are you thinking about it so far?
Oh, dude, it's like a good book. You don't want to put it down. I just want more of a story. Want to get it done.
Yeah.
So, and then I know I got some twists and turns coming.
Yeah, some of the what is it called? Some of the cutscenes in that I have been just skipping.
But you played it through already.
Yeah, some of the cutscenes I've been skipping because I've seen them already. There's certain ones like I just won't skip. Like the inciting incident for that game. That the second I watched it again, started fucking crying again. I was like, God damn it, man! like they really know how to make a good fucking game. And season 2 of The Last of Us will be covering part 2 of the game.
Oh yeah, and
yeah. So
I would hope so.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, no, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. So it's a fun game. It kind of runs like shit sometimes. Really good.
Oh, but it's getting pretty decent reviews though.
Yeah, like because the story is okay. Running around Hogwarts, like if you're a fan of Harry Potter, I'm not super into Harry Potter. Like I've never read any of the books. I have no desire to read them. I have movies that kind of sum everything up pretty well, so you just watch that.
You got the gist, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's fine.
I got the main point. I got it.
But yeah, getting to run around Hogwarts as you know, your own character kinda is cool. I just wish it ran better.
Do you get to create your character? I'm not thinking cyberpunk style.
No,
but you get to create to stop.
Actually, you know what? It is a lot like Cyberpunk, where no matter what you're playing,
there's no tell you.
No. But it's like you're V. You're V.
Okay.
So you're either male V or female V, and you can choose, or a mixture of both. But you can choose like what you want to look like and all that shit. It's like that. No matter what, you're playing this specific main character, but you can make him look and sound like whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's like even if you pick to be like a female, like witch, like the story's still the same. You're still that character. It's just like the name will change a little bit. You don't have like a letter as a name. You have like an actual name, which, to be honest, you get to pick your name. So that's completely false, because I originally went to have my name be Schmegma Hufflebottom, and they said that it contained a bad word. Apparently schmegma is a bad word. I thought it was a medical term, but whatever.
It is a medical term.
Yeah.
So it's apparently there's other things that is used. No.
Yeah.
Didn't we have that happen to Fallout 2? Like, did Fallout start banning that eventually?
Yeah, they were like, no, you're not allowed that. Maybe go fuck
we
yourself,
see what
man.
you're doing there.
But yeah, so you can choose the name, but it's still the same story, and it's the same gist. So it's a fun game. It's just that, you know, I have a fucking RTX 3080 12 gig model, and I'm getting like maybe 40 FPS. The game, I have a feeling the game was more optimized for AMD systems, because all consoles are based on AMD shit. So yeah. A lot of the people I've been hearing from that have AMD GPUs and shit like that, they're like, I have no problems. So we're waiting for a fix. But besides that, I've been playing the shit out of Last of Us Part 2. So I am at the end of Seattle Day 3, And you're
And I'm
at
on Seattle
what?
Day 2.
You just started Seattle Day 2?
Seattle Day 2, yeah. I mean, like just a little bit in.
Yeah. So it's I'm like I'm like in 2 hours, 3 hours ahead of you, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just replaying it. I'm like, fuck, man, this game is so fucking good. Like, honestly, I feel Last of Us Part 2 is better than Last of Us Part 1.
Okay. I
It's
finished
just
the
like-
first one. Let's see what the second one
Yeah.
is.
So it's when the remake. I think it's because it's the remaster is already out. The remake is supposed to make it look and play more like Part 2. When that comes out on PC, I'm gonna get that on PC.
Okay, so what I had was just an optimized one. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's the remaster from a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So an actual full-on remake where the name changes to The Last of Us Part 1 is, I think it's
Yeah,
already
you're telling
out
me about
on
that.
consoles, but it's, I think, March 28th. They pushed it back a little bit. So I think it's now March
definitely need it for
28th.
PC.
It's going to be on PC. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, let's get into this. Hashtag Screamers is a 2016 found footage film directed by
weed for
Dean
this.
Ronalds and written by
Dean, we got
Ronalds.
some words for you.
It's written by Dean Ronalds and Tom Mallory. Wait, yeah,
Why does Tom Mallory
Yes.
sound familiar?
yeah. He's one of the people that was in it. So yes, this was
Okay.
written and directed by Dean Ronalds, but it was also co-written by the star of the movie, Tom Mallory, Malloy.
Okay.
It's Malloy, Malloy. So the film stars Tom Malloy, Chris Bannow.
Oh, no.
Right? Bannow.
Batman?
I don't know.
Was he fucking Batman?
Griffin Matthews, Abby Snee, Emmanuel. Okay, Theodora
Oh,
Woolley.
Abby's name was really Abby?
Yeah, and Griffin's name was Griffin.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and Tom and Chris are Tom and Chris. It's what a
Are
lot
you
of found
fucking
footage.
serious?
It's what a lot of found footage
It's
does.
just
This way
easier?
you don't get confused, so you can kind of like be in it more and everything. Yeah.
You mean that they don't have enough money raised for actors?
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, all these people are actors. Like the only person in this film that I liked, and it's solely because she's attractive. Like that's the only reason.
Abby.
Is Abby Snee. Like everyone else, like Griffin wasn't bad. It's just he kind of felt useless.
Fuck you. Me, I was just gonna say, Griffin and Abby is the only two.
Yeah, they're the only
and
good
you
ones
just
there.
said it. Only one. The only ones that had fucking something to give to the Scooby
Yeah,
group.
yeah. But Abby was in Gotham. She was on the TV show Gotham and a bunch of other stuff too.
That's okay.
Yeah. But yeah. So let's just jump right into the plot. Okay, so with the assistance from their new intern Mark, Giggler, I don't even know if it's really called Giggler because the L is an exclamation point.
It's an exclamation mark. I gotta tell you, the sound sounds. I got a fucking mustache, and I'm saying it sounds pornotic. Like it sounds very Predator.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's something that you would go to in a black market fucking website to
Yeah.
like.
Hey, go to
find
Giggler.
children.
Go to Giggler.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But yeah.
Just like how I think all clowns do really bad things to children. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Mark's the new intern, and he's helping Griffin record video interviews with company co-founder
That's
Tom
why
and
I like
Chris. Tom and Chris explain their startup's goal of creating a predictive algorithm that curates custom video content for their homepage's visitors. So Google.
Columbia Analytica.
The
And
what?
Columbia Analytica.
And so it's just a fucking algorithm. Like they basically
They literally just said yeah.
but the
they
website.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah. And I even have it here. I'm sorry, but this is like the lamest company I've seen in a while. Hey, so we want to do this thing that YouTube and Google already do, but with an
Maybe
ugly
did. I
early
said the
internet
same
aesthetic. It's like
You know how they give you that? I love the fact that it goes, you know how they always have something under what you just looked at, but it's not what you were just looking at? Well, we're going to put something underneath there, but it was like what you were just looking at. It's the same fucking concept.
So it's Google.
It's the same,
You mean Google?
I was like,
Fucking come
out
on
the
now.
gate, we are losing it right now. You are losing
Yeah.
all fucking aesthetic for a good movie. You got bad
was
plot already.
Yeah.
There's holes like Swiss cheese.
I was like, oh, man, yeah. Like we could rail on this for a while because It's like the
like I
website
said, this one
itself.
shouldn't be that long because it's fucking terrible.
YouTube as it looks now is great. Is the algorithm a little fucked? Yes. But then you look at
Ton better
Giggler.com
than-
and it looks like Dig. Do you remember the website thing, Dig.com? Or
No.
even I would
know
even say like
nothing about
Tumblr.
Dig.com.
Have you ever been on Tumblr? Well,
No.
Giggler has that aesthetic. If you're,
I
I
don't-
see
explain it
your
to me.
screen just light up. You're not gonna find anything about
No,
it because
I'm not
that shit
giggling.
went
no,
away.
No, I'm not giggling. We're not on Giggler. It's okay. No. We're not giggling over here. No.
But yeah, it's the aesthetic
But
of
you
it.
made me fuck up what I was gonna look at. Thank you.
It
I was gonna fucking Google something.
the aesthetic of the Giggler website looks like one of those where it doesn't even look like it's because it's supposed to be all videos, but it looks more like
mine.
it's like a WordPress blog.
Okay.
And it's ugly. It's
Like
ugly.
Reddit?
And if I'm going to your website for videos, like it needs to look like YouTube. Like YouTube is now the gold fucking standard of what like video web browsing should look like. I don't want this ugly like 2006 looking garbage. Like so already they're falling behind. But anyway, I have written here because I timed it. It's a whole lot of talking. Honestly, a whole lot of nothing happens for about 15 minutes of this fucking film. Like the opening 15 minutes, there's absolutely fucking nothing that goes on.
It was the fucking beginning of this movie is so irrelevant. You could have taken it out and put a whole different story there and still had the ending.
Wait till we get to the end. I have a banger of an
God.
insult for this movie. But yeah, now apparently Griffin is specifically being sent. So like we're gonna ignore the 15 minutes of just like them talking about Giggler. No one fucking gives a shit. We now cut
What's that
to
fucking name?
Griffin is specifically being sent a supposed snuff film, a snuff video of a blonde woman
Yeah,
wearing.
dude, that was so fucking confusing.
Yeah, like she's wearing white, preparing to commit suicide in a cemetery, and he sent this video by an anonymous source. The video ends with a sudden jump scare and a loud scream that accompanies like a masked man lunging at the camera.
Something we've all seen on the internet.
Yeah, Tom, Chris, Griffin, and Abby are all impressed by the effectiveness of the Screamer video's like scare because Griffin brings it to Tom. He loves it. He brings it to Chris. Chris gets scared so bad that he spills his coffee on himself. So then they bring in Abby, and then
They should
Abby
just subject
does her thing.
everybody to it.
Yeah. And the one thing I didn't like that they did with the Abby character, because it was just stupid, it's when I guess they're first introducing Abby and she's sitting at her computer and she's doing something, and Griffin is standing like right in front of her going, Abby, hello,
Yeah,
Abby.
that, dude, you
And
would
she's just-
see the
she's just
motion.
sitting
You
there.
would see the change of
Yeah.
that was bullshit. I hate when they do that
I was
in
like,
movies.
that was
no one's that oblivious.
she's just really into like what. Shut the fuck up, okay? Her eyes aren't like this, where she's just looking there. You can see everything that's around. If someone's standing right there, you're gonna see a fucking shadow. How loud are your goddamn headphones that you
agree with
can't hear other people? Like that was stupid. I was like, that's so fucking
100%
dumb.
agree.
There were other things you could have done that wouldn't make it that fucking stupid, but whatever. We're now up to Tom, Chris, Griffin, and Abby are all impressed by the effectiveness of the Screamer's video scare. After agreeing to post a video on their site, the content goes viral with 27 million views in, I don't know, I guess it's like a day, which boosts Giggler's like popularity. Griffin receives a second video.
People figured out that it's a thing.
Yeah.
Giggler.
So Griffin receives a second video. In it, the blonde woman, seen before,
Yet
is
again.
on a bed, and the masked man suddenly appears with another Screamer scare. Hoping to contact the creator in order to obtain exclusive rights, because I think people are trying to contact them to like make a movie out of it. I don't know why you'd make a movie out of it. It's, I don't know what fucking, it's that stupid fucking plot shit. It's, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Tom tasks
They
Abby.
need the idea.
Yeah. Tom tasks Abby with tracing the video source because Abby
Then she
is
turns
a
into
programmer.
goddamn Neo from the Matrix.
Yeah. Well, apparently, you know what? I won't go into it because I think I have it written somewhere else, and I'll go into it.
Okay.
Abby traces the uploader to an address and phone number near Rochester, New York. This is where Griffin explains how the videos are uploaded. Okay, I think this is where I have it.
Okay.
This is where Griffin explains how videos are uploaded to Giggler.
Oh my god, I love this
and it's
fucking
so
scene.
fucking stupid. So you either submit a video with your name and like info and stuff, or you submit it anonymously.
Anonymously.
So these jackwagons are going through every video that is submitted on like to their site. That's not like efficient.
No,
Like,
you need to have a filter. No.
yeah, like it seems like Griffin is the only one that gets sent these videos. So
He's
has
like
to
the media
watch
guy.
every one of these videos and be like, okay, this can go on. Oh, this one's not going
Yeah.
on. Okay, this one goes on. Okay, this one, like,
Approved content.
no, it's like everything goes on, and then you could be like, oh, well, these are getting a lot of views. Let's put it on the front page. You know, kind of like how YouTube's algorithm works, where the thing getting a ton of views is the thing that's put on the front page. Well, you know, whatever. So
I'm just
Abby-
a fucking terrible fucking plot. I mean,
Abby-
the plot's good.
yeah. So
script is
Griffin
terrible.
is the media guy. Abby basically
Yes.
makes the code
The
for
tech
the
person.
entire website. She's the whole reason this website even exists. She fucking wrote everything. And then Tom and Chris really do nothing, you know, like your regular CEOs of companies. You know what I mean? Tom calls the number, and a skittish woman who identifies herself as Tara hesitantly answers. Tara cryptically refers to a man named Francis in regards to who makes the
Francis.
videos. She implies that she
Fucking
is
creepy.
subservient to the unknown man. During a second
Yeah,
phone
I
call,
thought it was a kid at first.
yeah.
Like her
During the
kid.
second phone call, Tara continues to say that her association with Francis is complicated and
Francis.
cannot find out, and he cannot find out that she's talking to Tom.
Yeah.
Comments begin
Hush,
to comments begin to post like crazy on the video, indicating that the woman depicted resembles Tara Rogers, who went missing I don't know, like 7
2
years
years
ago or
ago.
something like that. 2 or 7, I don't know.
No,
fucking
2
know.
years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Concerned that they're connected to a crime, which they wouldn't be. Like that's
They wouldn't
no
be.
no crime happened. Like it's whatever. Tom calls
The mo-
Tara to
see,
confirm her identity.
The most I said was if they allow it to stay on and it did have snuff or violence, they could be liable for the content.
Yeah.
And no actual
Because like
violence was
literally
on it.
all it is like a woman walking towards camera, and
Yeah.
then there's a jump scare that has nothing
There's
to
no
do with her.
timestamp
So
on it.
like
It doesn't
you
say-
don't
yeah,
get in
it
trouble
doesn't
for
say
anything.
what time it was. That could have been before she went missing. You don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, Tom calls Tara to confirm her identity. Tara abruptly tells Tom not to call her again before hanging up. Abby identifies a tombstone in the first video belonging to Francis Tumulty. I think it's Tumulty,
Yeah, it's a weird name.
who was suspected of
Which
being
I looked
Jack
this
the
up.
Ripper.
That is not true. I looked it
Yep.
up because now I was curious. They still don't have its identity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely not. I think I even have it in here. So she finds it, the tombstone belonging to Francis Tumulty, who was suspected of being Jack the Ripper. Based on this, Tom and the others conclude that they were the targets of a prank. You know, it's just a prank, bro. But I like that Abby pulls up
People
a
do that shit
Wikipedia
too much
page.
now.
I know. But I do like that Abby pulls up a Wikipedia page on Francis Tumulty. God, it's such a fucking awful name. Holy shit. Saying that he was the prime suspect in the Jack the Ripper killings. Except that on the same Wikipedia page, it says that he was quickly eliminated because he didn't match anyone's description of what Jack the Ripper looked like, and he had a comically large mustache that would have made him instantly recognizable and stand out. So you just completely gloss over that fact, but I pull up the exact same Wikipedia article that you fucking pulled up, and it says it right there. Elimination as a suspect. And it's like the first thing is like, yeah, no, that didn't last long. So it's like, he's not a Jack the Ripper. Like, come on, man. It's fucking stupid. He was, well, what did it say? I think his Wikipedia article stands up. He was a medical quack. He was basically a snake oil salesman. That's all that he was. That's where he made like all his money.
Those nice
Still
little
hoping,
lies.
still hoping to spin this whole ordeal into content that will attract people to their site. Tom convinces Chris, Griffin, and Abby, not Mark, to go to Rochester with him and film a video confrontation with Tara about the hoax. I like that you introduce Mark and then you quickly go, just fuck it. It's like, what was the point of even having that like, it's just fucking stupid. After visiting Francis
And he's
Tumulty's,
the intern. You're not even paid to do this.
well, it's like I think he said that he wanted like I forget what he said. It was something like the original 4 or something like that. I don't remember. So they do the drive up again. The city looks great. It looks like a real city. And then as they're driving into the countryside, it looks like a real fucking countryside. Because that's the East Coast. It's not. If I did that, you know what? One day I'm gonna go driving again through, because like the only places where there's shit in Texas, it's like Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and then like Galveston. It's like those areas, and then everywhere else that you drive, it's just a barren fucking wasteland until you come across like a shitty fucking city that has like a gas station that hasn't worked in 12 years. You know, you pull up the gas stations that look like they're straight out of The Hills Have Eyes. You know, it's like, no. So next time I do one of those drives, I will record that shit so people know that I am not making it up. Like, it looks like that. It's awful.
If there was ever a state that I could ever think of that fights anything that can help it, it's definitely Texas.
It's all the southern states, or as we like to call them, the leech states. They visit Francis. Okay, I have it written here. Oh, I think there was a typo there. Like they put like the wrong name, or they were like, maybe it was his brother. The guy's name is Francis Tumblety, but I think on his headstone, it's Tumblety. I think that's why it's like that. Tom surprises everyone with a nighttime stop after they visit that at the address they found for Tara. However, no one comes to the door after Tom knocks, so they decide to leave and come back in the morning. Tom, Chris, Griffin, and Abby retire to the home of Abby's friend Emma, and the five of them share dinner and discuss Tara Rogers while also enjoying getting, I'm pretty sure they're getting drunk and just playing fucking, I was gonna say Uno, Jenga. There you go. I couldn't remember the game.
No.
The next day, Tom and Griffin return to Tara's address without everyone else. I don't know why they went solo. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
And Tom, the front door's locked. They go around to the back. The back's unlocked. They go inside, and at first Griffin doesn't want to go, and he kind of goes like, I'm your fucking boss. You're going to go. So they go inside, and they discover...
It's so shitty.
Yeah, they discover,
so shitty.
that the side door's unlocked, and they go through. The house is all dirty. It looks deserted, but they find a shit ton of like melted candles on the mantle and a pantry full of bloody jars. So that's already enough for me to go, you know what?
Yep, I'm
going home. I don't want to be here anymore.
It's not worth it.
They go upstairs, and the men find the bedroom depicted in the second video. And while they're up there, that's when they're like, oh, this is all just a scam. They're doing all this here, blah, blah, blah. Tom's car alarm goes off outside, and then Tom leaves Griffin alone in the bedroom to go outside to his vehicle. Even Griffin goes, why would we stay here if we're both up here and your car alarm is going off outside? It's clearly not one of us. Like, someone's outside fucking with shit. We should leave. But before Tom gets back, Francis... I guess we'll call it Francis. Surprise attacks Griffin.
Francis.
And then apparently the camera stays, but Griffin's body disappears. When Tom returns, he picks up the camera, he looks around, and then Francis attacks him too. Back at Emma's house, Abby shows Chris footage from the previous evening that shows someone standing outside, I believe, the car?
No,
I'm pretty sure it was, well, no, I mean, because I think it was filmed by Abby, so it was filmed on her cell phone. Because I don't think they were going through any of the footage. I don't fucking remember.
Are you talking about the one where you could see the flash of the hand with like a knife?
Yeah, where you could see the screamer guy.
That
where
was
you can
by
see
a
Francis.
barn, a little bit further away from where the cars are parked.
But yeah, so they see that, and then I think Chris gets a text message from Tom and tells Chris and Abby to drive to Tara's house. So Emma's like, well, I'll drive you guys up there. And it's like, all right. What video quality is this? It's like the video quality at this point just takes a fucking nosedive.
You did notice that, right? You would see after when there's light that goes by, you see like it fucking, it and did tank. Like, the movie is a dog shit fire. Like, I'm sorry. Someone put in a bag and lit it on fire.
This is one of the things I was talking about. Now, this is 2016. However, they're using like a shitty
camera in 2016.
Yeah, they're using like a shitty like Handycam like Sony camera. Like one of the actual like camcorder cameras. Apparently. But in 2016, they could have. Yeah, but in 2016 they could have just bought like cheaply like a Canon DSLR that would have had far better
I had a Canon DSLR.
Yeah, like that would have had far better fucking video quality. Like this is a movie that why wouldn't you put your best foot forward so that it's like, okay, video quality's been like fine up until here, where it's like all of a sudden it's like 480 footage that you just have stretched out to 1080. Like it looks awful to the point that it's damn near unwatchable. Yeah, it's to the point that it's like damn near unwatchable. Like it's really bad.
Oh, it is unwatchable, that's for sure.
Inside the house, Abby finds Tara curled up crying in an upstairs bathroom. Francis suddenly appears and attacks Chris, and when he's attacking them, Abby and Emma flee the house. I don't know where Abby goes, but Emma runs outside. And is well, no, Abby didn't go outside. Emma went outside.
No. Emma, because she went to open the door, but then it closed, and then she kept running
And instead of, yeah, because then I think she went to go run for her car, and then out of nowhere, fucking Francis like popped up, was like, and fucking went after her. Yeah, and then he goes back to Abby, I think. I don't even remember, because then all I remember is a new Screamer video appears online, and Abby has now replaced Tara as the woman in white in front of Francis's grave, and then there's the jump scare, and then that's it. That's the end of #Screamers.
It was a fucking terrible movie. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They took dude, honestly, that was a fucking phenomenal premise. The premise in itself, it's done a lot, but you could have done something with it. The last section is your most, like,
that's where everything happened.
Relevant.
And it's like the last like 10 minutes. Because this is...
And then everything else could have been replaced.
Now,
any other story or plot line.
So I think this movie was 90 minutes.
A Drunken Dare. I told you it was a crazy fucking short movie.
Now this is
dog shit.
This is 90 minutes. We got through the opening, the podcast opening, our little chit chat, the production facts, and the plot in 35 minutes. This is a 90-minute movie
double feature
that we were able to condense down to
There's
35
nothing in the
fucking
middle of
minutes.
this. They talk about that dumbass fucking website and how they basically steal your identity. Like, if you didn't have any of the stuff that you're being fucking internet pirates, I would have fucking cared less, you know?
Yeah. So
but there's no reason.
For fun facts, this was filmed in Rochester, New York. There are several scenes at the actual gravesite for that Francis dude where many people believe him to be Jack the Ripper. Those are stupid people, so we'll just ignore that. What I like about this film, Abby is hella cute.
Yes, Abby is a very beautiful woman.
That's it.
What
I didn't like about this film,
I thought was a pretty cool character.
Yeah, he was all right. What I didn't like about this film, 3/4 of this film, nothing fucking happened. This is supposed to be about a group of people trying to find out the truth behind a viral video, a missing girl, and the ghost of Jack the Ripper, but not really. And 3/4 of this movie has nothing to fucking do with any of that.
Nothing to do with it. Yeah.
For everything that was put in this film that actually adds value to it, that could have been like 90 minutes, should have been like 60 minutes, maybe even shorter.
Yes.
Okay? Acting wasn't great from anyone. The kills are all done off screen, so that's lame as fuck. All you get is that stupid fucking scream.
Yeah, they're not
that
even
stupid,
kills.
terrible fucking scream. I hate that fucking scream. At the end, like the last 10 minutes, like I said, the video quality takes a severe fucking nosedive. Like it just goes into the fucking trash.
Into that fucking found footage.
I hated the whole giggler angle. I hated it. We talked about it earlier. It's fucking stupid. They spent too much time going into the business of the site. Giggler could have been a thing, but to it could have been a thing, but to like speed things along, this is what the story could have been. The story could have been that this group, right? So Tom, Chris, Griffin, and Abby, right?
Yeah.
Saw this video online on the site Giggler. This way you don't have to use like YouTube and pay for all that shit. Griffin reads the comments and finds out that she's a missing girl and that they all decide to investigate it.
Yeah,
a lot of the stuff
Scooby-ganging.
would still happen the same way, but you cut out all the Giggler like business shit.
Yeah.
Abby still does their tech stuff where she's able to track the stuff down. You know, Griffin is like their camera guy going around and doing stuff, and then you just have like the two old douchebags that are like blah, 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 for Tom and Chris, like whatever. And then that would legitimately cut 30 to 40 minutes out of this film.
Yes.
Like this film is way too long for nothing happening. Yeah, Tom wants to use this to get rich and famous. Chris is trying to keep everyone grounded. Griffin is the camera guy. Abby is tech support, which means everyone is still basically playing the same roles, but the story is better.
Yes. And it all would work.
And it's like, I couldn't get over the fact that the movie is so long, so fucking boring, and there's no kills. There's no kills, there's no fucking nudity, there's nothing. There's literally nothing. What the fuck is the point of this movie? And I've seen this movie, I've seen this movie 4 times.
Honestly, the premise of this movie is been done a million times.
Yeah.
The internet sensation thing.
That's something that really aggravates me with a lot of this stuff. Like, I understand there's as you know, you're a newfound lover of the found footage genre. I've been stewing in it a lot. Like every night I watch about 3 to 4
Found footage. Damn, that's a lot.
Found footage. Like if you go to Tubi, there's just like one will play right after the other after the other.
On Tubi.
Yeah. So it's like I watch a lot of found footage. Some of them are really good, where you can see they put a lot of time and thought into like the plot, and then there's some that just seem like they pumped it out in like a fucking day. It's like if you look at this film, one weekend they went up to like this house and their friend's house and shot all of that stuff, maybe in a day, maybe in a single fucking day. And then another day was just all the office
Other
stuff.
shit.
And then they were like, "Oh, we got a movie." It's like, no, you completely shit the bed with like all of this. There was such a better story that you could have told with better quality, and I cannot, like, even if you were like, "Oh, but like this and this," like I cannot go higher than 1 star.
No,
I can't. I can't do it.
It is bad. It is bad.
This movie is a complete and total waste of time. There's no reason anyone should watch this movie. I would rather people watch this. Yeah, I would rather people watch this. Like they get like that 30 minutes of plot that we got through for that 90-minute of movie, and them just be like, "Oh, okay." Like I don't know. I don't know. I tried. I really did. I was like, because I had seen it once before, like a while ago, and I was like, all right, it's not that bad. And then I watched it again, and I was like, oh no, this is bad. I was like, yeah, this is really bad. And I just
it's not. There's nothing redeemable about it. It just bothers me that they left such a good plot on the table. Like you fucked the pooch on it.
Yeah, because like I would have even preferred if Tom, because Tom was like the oldest dude, and I think he was like the writer, right? He was one of the writers.
The guy.
Yeah. No, that was Chris. Tom was the dude with the teeth. Yeah. He was like the way older looking guy. I would have preferred even if they wanted to stick with the giggler route, like he's just the guy in the chair that's just like, he's telling people like, no, we're gonna get sued. You need to go and prove that this is a fucking hoax. And he forces Chris, Griffin, Abby, and Mark that you introduced for like the first like 20 minutes of the goddamn film, and then we're like, no, you're not gonna come with us. That's so fucking stupid. And that's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You know, because then at least
he's still sitting there, making sure that it's real, so that you don't get sued.
Because if Griffin is the one that's watching all these fucking videos to put on the site, then how the fuck did another video get posted? Because now you can clearly see that it's fucking Abby, so all those people work with her. Like they would look and be like, that's fucking Abby. We haven't heard from the team in like forever. Like what happened? Yeah. And then cops would be called and be sent up. Like there's a whole like, it's I hate that, like with a lot of these found footage films, like nobody sits there and goes, okay, well realistically, how would this shit happen?
Yes,
because
obviously where's the real world aspect?
Obviously there has to be some suspension of belief. Like you have to do it. It's like, oh, they're filming for a really long time. Like, do they have extra batteries? It's like, no, they're just filming. It's, you don't pay attention to that. That's just a thing. Don't worry about like, oh, how long do batteries really last? You know, it's kind of like with the Andy Baker tape. But it's like, oh, they had 3 SD cards.
Yeah.
3 SD cards with 18 hours of footage. It's like, I mean, those SD cards do not hold 18 hours of footage at 1080p quality. That's not how that works. Suspension of belief. It's like, yeah, whatever. No one cares and everything. But there's the other things, like, why are they there? Why are we? It's literally like all this shit happens in like the last 20 minutes. They go up, they fucking go to a cemetery and film, which I'm pretty sure most people just don't allow that.
They don't allow it, but people do it. It's actually pretty fucking stupid, to be honest.
And then they go to some random farmhouse and knock on the doors. No one answers. They go to the friend's house with some more stupid fucking BS where it's like, oh yeah, I know this girl. Oh, do you? Were you friends? No, I wasn't friends with her, but I heard about her. It's like, none of this fucking matters. And then the next morning, oh, 2 people go. Oh, they die. Oh, now 3 people go. Oh, and then they all die. And then the end. So it's like, then what the fuck was the other 60 minutes of this goddamn fucking movie?
Supposed to be about, yes.
Like, It was a waste of fucking
didn't
time.
think it through.
This should have been a
They
30-minute
should have
fucking
R&D'd
film.
this a little bit better. They should have pitched it and be like, wait, go back, like, rewrite this and try again, because they failed on this one.
Just more. How about like by the 20-minute mark, like
And
they're
less than
locked.
giggle.
They're locked in the house, and they're trying to figure out a way to get out, and they're being picked off one by one until one's left.
One.
You find out
But
that
see
Tara.
it, though. See what's going on.
Yeah, a fucking, because it's like, oh, he appeared behind Griffin and then killed him. Why did Tom like immediately die afterwards? Why wasn't there like any like looking? Like he would walk upstairs, not see Griffin, see the camera on the floor, and that would have, like, who in their right mind wouldn't like walk your we won't even say friend, we'll say employee.
Your employee.
You went there with him. The camera's on the floor. You have one way upstairs. Okay, he has one job: hold the camera. The camera's on the floor. He's fucking gone. He didn't walk past you to get outside.
Yeah.
How do you just go, oh well, I guess he's not blah blah blah, and it's like,
Yeah.
no one fucking does that. You would immediately be on high alert, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yes,
and
I
it
would
could
be
have
very
been
suspicious of all of that.
it could have been at that point, like, he's freaked out and hears someone out, like he hears that stupid awful fucking scream sound, and like he hides under the bed. And it's not him that sends the text. It's like, it's from Griffin's phone. So the other people show up, and then the other people show up, and then Emma gets killed because no one gives a shit about Emma. She was in it for like all of 6 minutes. Like, no one fucking cares. And then Abby
Poor
and
Emma.
Tom, Abby and Chris find, yeah, like Emma would die after they find Griffin's body, but then Abby and Chris find Tom hiding, and then they're trying to get out, but none of the doors are open. And then you could even have it where like Tom, who is honestly the biggest douchebag of the entire fucking like group, because he doesn't care about any of them. He just wants this to be successful. And like he gets outside, right? He gets outside. Chris and Abby are like killed, but Abby gets turned into the video or whatever. And then fucking Tom thinks he's safe, and then the screamer kills him at the end.
Never safe.
You know, like it could be something like that, but this is just, oh god, this was a 90-minute movie that should have been maybe 30 minutes, and I don't like it. I don't. It's awful.
A short film.
Yeah, it absolutely could have. I do not know what is next week's. Hollow Grove. Let me see if I can pull up you know, that thing.
A trailer.
Yeah, there you go. I get there eventually.
I know what you meant.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody very much for stopping by the Spooky Horror Show, and we will see all of you next time.
Next time.
Bye.